So.
Good afternoon.
Good morning.
Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning. Wherever it is in your local area. I mean, I know. So today, I've been running around like a dickhead, as usual. I thought, you know what, I best pick up the camera because it's like, what time now? 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock.
We went and helped Cuss with some investigation on a car he's bought. He just basically wanted to clean it up and sell it on because it's a neighbour of his or something like that. We found a few little gremlins. That's going to really tickle the pickle. But today, I went down to JLS and I went to see my friend, and he's asked me to sell a few bits and bobs for him that he's had on the shelf for about 20 years. Let's get the goodies out of the way first. I have a S14 boost gauge that goes into the air vents on the driver's side door. But that doesn't really matter, because what really matters is now I've got the oil feed for that, for the turbo. All I'm waiting for is one more connector to come, which I've ordered off eBay because they didn't have one in stock. But on another note, China or Japan, who knows? But I'm going to be chucking them on Facebook and getting them for sale. Don't know how long they'll last, but we'll see. And then we have a bucket seat. Probably going to sell that as well. So I'd probably use it for a racing sim seat or
New game
seat.
New
game seat. China's finest items. I don't do much China, but my mate just says, can I sell a few bits and bobs? Oh, you want to see real China though? Let's show you this. ORC carbon clutch, and that's for a 1J. So it's not all China.
Just crack the mirrors, mate. Just crack the mirrors. Crack them.
What dickhead parks so close?
Just crack the mirrors, mate. It's alright.
He's upset because he's got oil in his water tank. Helps help, eh? Sometimes you can't get the staff. Sometimes you can. Driving the beast, yeah. And just like that, the unit is transformed. Civic's now back on a ramp. And I'm going to put the sandwich plate on. Up about there. I've finally got the adapter, which is the M20 1.5 for the sandwich plate. I've got the PTFE tape so I can put the ting back in. Make sure it's out the way. You haven't turned the compressor on, have you? Yeah, you've obviously not put the compressor on, have you?
Is that meant to work?
Yeah, you pull it back. Push it on.
Oh! I've never seen that one before, Paul.
Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Comes into my garage and tells me how to fucking do shit with my tools. Who is this guy? Put the PTFE tape on the line. I've pulled it back so it's not on the flange. And now them are tapered, that's tapered. I'm going to just screw it into there. I have no idea what size it is. 13. That's probably like a 15 or a 14. I'm going to just nip them up. Happy that. And now that's got PTFE tape on, and I'm going to screw it. That filter sandwich plate didn't work. Luckily I have a spare one. Well, this is the one I ordered with the flange, so I've decided to put everything into it, and it seems to work a lot better. So this is for my pressure, oil pressure, this one's for my oil temperature, and this one's for my oil feed. That then goes on there and bolts to the engine, and then the oil filter then bolts to that. Happy days. Because he's painting second coat on the floor for the caddy van. So that's going to almost be ready to install on his van when we start kitting it out for the mobile valeting mobile. This is now on. The torch is dying a bit, so I hope you can see. What I did first was I put the blue sandwich plate on and I tightened the nut up. It was a 25mm socket that I used. Tightened that up and there was a bit of play and I couldn't figure out why, but as soon as I put the filter on, there's literally no play, no movement in it at all. I did that 2 or 3 times because I was worried about the seal. But all seems well. Hopefully now it doesn't backfire on me and pieces everywhere. I've just asked Liam because I need to see how heat resistant this hose is, because I want to put this sheathing round it, which is like a heat proofing that I got from JLS as well. They managed to sort that out for me. Busy, yeah? But we're getting there. I've got to wait for the oil feed banjo and bolts to come. I've had to order that off eBay due to they didn't have them. The only other thing I need to do after that is do the oil return. So I sort of need to put the turbo back on, mock up the return, and then I'm potentially going to drop the sump, drill it out. I'm not sure the best way how to do it. I'm not sure whether I should drill it and then weld the bung on, or drill it and then put seal around it and then sandwich it with a bolt. There's a few ways of doing it. I think I'll do a little bit more research into the best way that I think will go forward and do. It's dark.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
We've got a light out. Does anyone change a bulb for us? It's going to be a bit dark, so we're going to use some technology. But I fitted the intercooler. What I've done is I've drilled a hole here and a hole here so I can get the socket under. A little washer so the bumper can slide. And I've just mounted these little tabs. I've kept it so the pipe can come through here and round. Same as here, through here and round. I didn't really want to cut too much of the bumper out because I want to keep it pretty stealth. I think I've managed to achieve that. I had to cut out this bracket here. Let's show you from the back. So what I had to do was cut this bracket off here, and I've cut these 3 hole saws because that's where the bolts for the intercooler are, and I just had to trim 10mm off the back of them at the bottom. But other than that, it's come out pretty well. Overall, I'm happy with it. I'm going to throw it on now and we'll see if we can see if it lines up square, which would be nice. Ready or not, here I come. So what I've done is I've just took 2 bolts in the top and 2 in the bottom. And I think We've got about 5mm gap there, and about 5mm gap there. The bumper just slides underneath where I've cut them holes. So we should get full cooling to the intercooler. That's good, eh? And it's pretty central. I'm impressed with that. What do you think?
Pucker, motherfucker.
We can't put that in.
We can.
We're gonna, anyway.
We're gonna put that in.
We'll do it. We'll see him. Fuck the police.
Put a quack in there. Quack.
Now I've got to leave it properly, I don't know, because no one watches them anyway. So, I'm happy with that. Minimal trimming. I'd say that's a good 10 out of 10. If you think you can do better, go on then. Go on, just nag you. Do what you got to do.
Where are you closing it out?
Round about here.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to make sure you get the updates of when the videos come in.
Comment as well, yeah? Don't know if I forgot that. Cheers for coming. Cheers, cuss.
Add me on Instagram, cussbeck.